COVID-19 has turned our lives inside out, upside down. It has put capitalism in suspended animation. Now, under lockdown, the truth about politics emerges. You know what politics is all about? In the end, it's not about who wins elections and by-elections. It is about who has the right to tell whom what to do. Will we allow them, the masters of finance and the nationalist international, yet again, to emerge this time from lockdown, triumphant once the pandemic recedes? Or will we succeed this time and against the odds to change the world as opposed to keep interpreting it?
The coronavirus is serious enough, but it's worth recalling that there's a much greater horror approaching. We are racing to the edge of disaster, far worse than anything that's happened in human history.
But the question of climate change, which many of the young generations are really, gathering around, that we elders have never taken very seriously. We are also pulled in now because we realize something has changed.
The assumption is if you tax the rich, economic activity stops. Let me ask you a question. Over the last couple of weeks, as these quarantines have taken place, economic activity has stopped, correct? Why has it stopped? Because labor has vanished. This is proving the Marxist point that it's labor that creates value, not money. Money doesn't make value. If labor goes on a state-imposed general strike, the whole of capitalism shudders to a halt.
They still talk in the terms of 2-3 months crisis, follow our orders, and then we return to normal. No, things will not return to normal, and that's the political moment.
Jared Kushner, look at Donald Trump. These guys they've bankrupted so many companies and walked away from their debts so many times. It's always just the little people who have to pay up and who have to be subjected to the discipline of debt. I think debtors around the world must unite.
I believe in socialism. Socialism is a dirty word where I live in America, but it's not a dirty idea.
We have to be different kinds of animals on the left. We have to be much, much more interactive and communicative. Being together doesn't mean being on the same page. And how to manage that relationship is, to me, radical.
Artists are the people who, in a way, provide the sort of material for imagining different futures. The most important thing we have to nurture now is hope.
If you want human society to remain, then realistically, we should not go back to building missiles and warships and maintaining the doomsday machine. And we should not be lifting oil out of the ground where it needs to stay. And that means confronting the power, the economic and political power of the strongest institutions outside government in the world.
Okay, there is a certainty that we will definitely not go back to the horror that we were living before. And that horror can mean different things for many different people.
Analyzing our capitalists now and agitating against it is just not enough. Without a vision of a realistic other now, we are either impotent or dangerous, in the sense that we may create a new social order that is worse than what we have.